Imagine dedicating 4 years of your life to a toxic job, doing the work of 3 people, only for your new boss to accuse you of slacking off. Now, imagine he tries to make you pay the company for leaving early. What would you do? Today, I'm sharing the story of how I turned a corporate nightmare into a complete dumpster fire, legally, cleverly, and with zero regrets. If you love stories where underdogs get the last laugh, smash that like button, subscribe, and stick around until the end. Because this isn't just about revenge, it's about standing up to abuse and winning. Picture a company so toxic it's a revolving door. Employees come, suffer, and leave within months. Management's solution? A 3-month notice clause in every contract, intended to trap employees and prevent them from leaving quickly. I had been here for almost 4 years, enduring the abuse because I needed the money. I became the go-to person for all the critical tasks, the systems and processes that no one else understood. Internal monologue. Every day felt like walking on a tightrope over a pit of vipers. One wrong step, and I'd be gone or worse blamed. Visual cue. Gray cubicles, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, the muffled hum of keyboards, and the faint scent of stale coffee. The weight of constant scrutiny is almost tangible. Enter the new villain. Rajesh, flown in from another continent, poached for his strategic expertise. Within months, he made the environment worse than ever. He fired my boss, pulled the team under him, and encouraged us grunts to spy on each other. And from day one, he had it out for me. Rajesh starts actively making my life miserable, pulling me aside to tell me I wasn't pulling my weight, despite doing triple the work of my colleagues. Encouraging others to doubt me, question me, and report on me. Internal monologue. I was doing everything to keep this division afloat. And yet, suddenly, I was the problem. The irony? The only reason the company even ran smoothly was because of me. Emotional cue. Betrayal, frustration, helplessness. Every fiber of my being screamed that this wasn't fair, but quitting outright without a plan wasn't an option. After weeks of covert job hunting, a new opportunity arose, willing to wait the 3 months. Perfect. I hand in my resignation. Rajesh flips, from denial to negotiation to grudging acceptance. Weeks into my notice period, HR calls. Rajesh wants you gone immediately. He's demanding you pay the company for the 2.5 months shortfall in notice. Internal monologue. Wait, what? Pay them? For leaving? After all the work I've done, the extra responsibilities I took on? This is extortion. Plain and simple. Sensory cue. HR office. The faint smell of toner. The muffled buzz of fluorescent lights. The nervous thump of my heart as the unfair demand sinks in. I check the contract carefully. Key discovery. Notice of less than 3 months required mutual consent, and compensation only applied if the initiating party agreed. Rajesh was out of legal bounds. Internal monologue. So legally, I can simply not work. And they can't touch me. Let's see how they like this. The next day, I stopped doing almost all of my work. Logged in, logged out, did exactly 0 extra work. Ignored the additional responsibilities I had carried for years. Took my primary duties at a glacial pace, knowing no one else understood them. Internal monologue. I've spent years being their invisible backbone. Now, they'll feel what it's like when that backbone disappears. Visual cue. Screensaver flickers, mouse moves lazily, office chatter ramps up. Rajesh storms in, face red, veins bulging. Rajesh. Why aren't these done? Me. Smirk, quietly sipping coffee. Emotional cue. Quiet satisfaction, simmering power, anticipation. Rajesh tries to force a handover. Train someone else, he demands. My reply, I don't really remember these old systems. Result, complete paralysis. Internal monologue. Everything they relied on me for, locked in my head. No documentation, no backup. And suddenly, they're floundering. The office turns into a full-blown dumpster fire. Missed deadlines, confused colleagues, endless meetings with me smirking quietly. HR panics, tries to buy out my notice if I cooperate. I refuse. Sensory cue. Fluorescent lights flicker. Phones ring endlessly. Keyboard clatter. Office murmurs of panic. Emotional cue. Control shifts. Tension builds. Satisfaction grows quietly inside. I start indirectly encouraging fellow grunts to leave, planting seeds of doubt and awareness. HR attempts to negotiate twice more, but I continue to serve my full 3-month notice. Internal monologue. They thought they could intimidate me into early resignation. They thought they could extort me. Now, they are powerless, watching as their house of cards collapses. Visual cue. Desk piles grow, emails unanswered, frustration visible on colleagues' faces. Rajesh pacing, red-faced, yelling in meetings. Emotional cue. Empowerment, vindication, the thrill of justice. Rajesh and HR are completely exposed. They attempted illegal extortion. They cannot access my additional work because no one else knows it. Office productivity collapses. Their credibility evaporates. Internal monologue. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I just let them drown in the consequences of their own greed and incompetence. Visual cue. Rajesh slamming doors, HR red-faced, employees whispering and exchanging wary glances. The air thick with tension and chaos. Emotional cue. Justice served silently but undeniably. The protagonist leaves on her terms. Full notice served, no legal repercussions, and ultimate satisfaction. This story proves that patience, knowledge of your rights, and a little strategic compliance can turn a toxic workplace against itself. You don't always need confrontation. Sometimes, the most satisfying revenge is letting chaos do the talking. If you loved watching Karma, hit the entitled and the abusive, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your own stories in the comments. And remember, standing up for yourself doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be smart.